Hey, I kind of have to talk quietly because my sister's in bed getting ready to go to sleep. My mom's on the phone, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I don't have that much interesting stuff to say anyway. I just want to do a quick little video vlog because I didn't get to do it earlier because I was doing homework. I hate homework. Oh yeah, I was eating pudding. Tapioca. Oh my god, it smells so good. It tastes so good too. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being weird. So today I didn't have my schedule with me. It's fantastic. So in fact, I had 2 new classes today, and I didn't know which ones I had to go to at what time. But I figured it out. I used to go to study skills, 5th period, and cultural studies, 7th period, which isn't even really cultural studies. I don't know what that class is. It's just something. But the teacher in there has 2 giant turtles. They're like both this big. They're epic. I want to play with them. But in study skills today, we had to do fill out a questionnaire, and I was with Ashley again, which is pretty cool. So we had to fill out a getting to know you questionnaire, and one of the questions on there was if you had to describe yourself in one word, what would you be? What would it be? So me, because I have a strange, well, it's not really that strange, but I really love Jen Marbles. Like, she's really funny, and on days like today when I'm not feeling very electric, she makes me feel electric. So I put electric as the word that would describe me. But I'm sure that everyone knows that today is September 11th, and I always get really emotional on this day, even though I was 2 when it happened, 2 or 3 or something like that, when that whole thing happened, and but it's still upsetting to me. It's very emotional. And yesterday, after I vlogged, what did I do? I interviewed my mom, which I had to do for an English project. Oh, it was for English homework, and it wasn't due until tomorrow, but I did it yesterday. So I have to recopy it because I kind of messed up a little bit. I have to recopy it, but basically, one of the questions I asked was, did you help anyone, or did you volunteer to help groups of victims and everything? And then she was telling me that she donated in the town we lived in, Warwick, when this happened, which, if you don't know where that is, it's in upstate New York. It's upstate, so, but it's really pretty up there. And we used to live up there, and there was this, they did this charity because we lost a lot of the firefighters that lived in that town and worked there and everything, so there was a whole big charity for them. And then there was this one woman who, her husband was on the plane that was headed for Washington, or that was headed for Washington D.C. to either crash into the White House or the Capitol, I think it was. I don't remember what it was exactly. But that was a plane that didn't make it to its target. It crashed in Pennsylvania because the passengers took back the plane. And as I was interviewing her, she was telling me that this woman, whose husband was on the plane, called her before the plane crashed, so he could tell her that he loved her and everything. And she had just had, I think she was either pregnant or she had just had a baby, and then she had other kids. I think she had 2 other kids or something. So that was very upsetting. And the 2 of us were crying, as I was interviewing her, and the 2 of us started crying. And then today in my English class, which I have 6th period, we were reading this article on that exact plane. So I told my English teacher in my interview, my mom mentioned that this woman she knew, her husband was on that plane. He called her to say goodbye, before he died. And I was crying, but I had my head like this, so nobody could see me, and I was looking down at my paper, and I had my hair was down, so it was covering my face, and my bangs were covering my face because they were straight, not wavy. They're wavy like this because I took a shower and I didn't straighten them. And so we were reading this blue paper, and on it was talking about that flight and about this guy. I forget his name now, I'm drawing a blank. And it was talking about how he had a wife back in California, and that's where he was flying. He was flying back home to see his wife. His wife, I think, was pregnant. They had 2 children together. She was pregnant with the 3rd. So he was on the phone with this 911 operator for 15 minutes, telling her everything that was going on, and she prayed with him and everything. She updated him on what was going on, and then they went and took over the plane, and it crashed. And apparently, when the plane hit the ground, the entire thing like kind of disintegrated, and like everyone died. So that's kind of like a national burial thing, because it's like you could literally recover no bodies or anything from that plane. It was terrible. And there were kids in my English class that kept talking and laughing and making jokes and and I was very upset. Not just because I knew someone, or like knew someone through someone who was on that plane that died, but also the fact that they couldn't give these people who died as heroes even 5 seconds of respect. You just have to keep talking and everything. Like, that's really not, it's rude. It's really rude. And I was very upset about that. And like, as I went down to my 7th period class, I had it with my best friend, and I'm standing outside the classroom, and she's there. She turns around, she looks at me, she's like, "What's the matter? Like, why are you crying?" Or she was like, "What's wrong?" Because I licked my face. You could just tell I was gonna cry. And I was like, this whole thing, like, I can't handle it, because not only was that bad, I also have to worry about picking up my sister every day, and I was late today, and apparently I was late yesterday because the teacher kept like switching it. Like, she would come out the side door, and then like today I ran out of the building and I stood at that side door for like 5 minutes waiting for her to come out. She didn't come out, so me and my friend Kaylani went out to the front, and she was standing there and with my sister, and she's like, "Oh, well, you're late." And I was like, "You told me you're coming out the side." Like, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. Right, so I have those 2 things to worry out. Plus, of course, the school year just started, so you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have drama with my boyfriend, which is great. That's really what I want to do right now, is have drama with him right now, so all of that stuff mixed together just kind of broke down for like a second, and I had to like recompose myself and everything. It was like really bad. I've just been having a really bad day, and I came home, and my sister was irritating me too. I mean, what her sister's for and everything, but it just like wasn't. And I warned her before we got home. I was like, "I'm really not in the mood today. I'm in a very bad mood. I'm very upset today, and I need you to like not upset me." And I just been upset all day. And today my package came from Target, which I ordered like clothes and sneakers from Target and stuff. So it finally came today, which I think was like a sign. I don't know if any of you are religious. I do myself believe in God. I'm not like extremely religious, but I believe in God and everything. And I feel like that was like God sending me a message. Like, here's the clothes. I know you've been stressing over them. You know, here's the clothes you've been waiting for. Just calm down, and it's gonna get better. This is just one day. And it just kind of made me feel better. I know it's like, oh, you're so girly, like clothes made you feel better, but it's just like the fact that they just came today. They weren't supposed to be here till like the 12th or 16th or something like that. And I know it's like a day before the 12th. My mom was like, they never come early, so don't stress over it. So that kind of made me feel better that I got to have the clothes I've been wanting to wear to school for a while. And I got some of the sneakers. I ordered 2 pairs of sneakers, only one of them came, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm not feeling very electric today. My tapioca pudding doesn't really help me. And I was like singing along to Christabel in my head all day long to try and make me feel better, and it just wasn't working. And I'm not feeling electric right now. I think I need to go see if Jen Marbles has a new video up, and like watch that video and feel better. Even though the clothes made me feel a little bit better. It just reminds me that I have to go back to school tomorrow and see him and be like, oh my gosh, that's right. He's my boyfriend and he doesn't like me, because that's the kind of feeling I get from him now. So much. I don't want to bore you guys with that. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go watch Jen Marbles and feel electric again. So you can even tell, like, look at me. I'm just like, I'm not good today. I think it also has to do with the humidity. That always brings me down. I'm like, because when it gets this hot out and it's like school time, I don't have anything to wear but skinny jeans, because the shorts I have are like too short for school. So today I went to school in black skinny jeans, because I was wearing this like denim shirt, which I couldn't button. It's too small for me to button it. I just got it too, and I've never worn it, but it's too small for me to button, so I had to wear a black tank top underneath because I didn't want to wear another color because it would look weird. So I wore a black tank top, black skinny jeans, black sneakers, like I used to wear all the time last year, and then that denim shirt. So I like dressed down today, and that kind of makes me feel lower. So I'm gonna go. Okay. Peace. Bye.